Well, hello, 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 everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Clean Intermittent Fasting and OMAD. It's what I do every day, so I talk about what works for me. I don't talk about what works for you, but sometimes you do below, and it's different, and that's fine. It is what works for you. I hope you all can hear me. I've got a microphone on. I've had half a dozen of them, and it continues to baffle me why the sound is so low. But anyway, hopefully you can turn me up if you can't hear me and it all works for you. I have to keep moving back to keep my poof in the picture. So I'm wearing this so I can cover my old neck. No, not really. It's winter, and one of my daughter-in-laws got me this, so I'm kind of thrilled. It's nice. I love scarves anyway. So here we are. So this is kind of funny. It came to me the other day when somebody questioned me about clean eating. And this is what my head said: I clean fast. I don't necessarily clean eat in my OMAD. So to me, the miracle has always been, or finally became, the clean intermittent fasting part of my day, keeping that absolutely clean, which means just plain water, the salt packet that I have from Element LMNT in the morning in warm water, and nothing but black coffee. Nothing in it, no sweetener, no cream, no just a skosh, no just a touch. It's only a drop, nothing. Just black, unflavored coffee. Sometimes I have Veranda, which is, I think, Starbucks, and it has notes of things in it. Notes is something that happens with the beans that they, I don't know, spray the beans, raise the beans, roast the beans, I don't know. But notes isn't the dangerous part. It's when it's flavored like French vanilla, hazelnut, mocha. When it's flavored with those things, it becomes changed, and that could make a difference in the just black coffee, even if that's what you're drinking, because there are things in those flavors, just like if you have a bubbly water that has flavor in it, that can alter and tell your brain you're eating something, spike the insulin, let's get it going, the digestive thing, the whole thing of the clean intermittent fasting gets a little messed with, if you know what I mean. So I steer clear of those. I'm usually into the Sumatra, the Italian Reserve, and of course my favorite is the French roast from Starbucks. I've got an organic Italian bean that I got at Whole Home Goods, great big bag, and organic, and it's, heavy dark coffee, which I like. So I'm having that, filtering through the French roast, and I'll have those organic beans, and then I'll move back to the French roast because that's how I roll. But yeah, it was funny when that person asked me, and I said, "Well, no, it's really the clean intermittent fasting part. When I have my OMAD, there are things in the OMAD that I didn't have when I was a carnivore, for sure. And there are things in it that I didn't have when I was a keto person, 100%, for sure. But it's the clean intermittent fasting that to me makes the difference in my body. And I love waking up and feeling and knowing that whatever it is that I'm doing is working for me. I have no rhyme or reason. I don't know what to tell you because it just continues to work for me. So I talk about it here in the hopes that if you're an older person and you feel that you just can't lose those pesky pounds or get on the losing bus, it's a good kind of loser, right? That it's never going to be for you, but somehow it works for me and it continues to work. So it's the clean intermittent fasting. It's fasting for at least 18 hours a day before I have my OMAD from the day before. So if I finished eating at 4 o'clock yesterday, then I definitely wouldn't want to have any bite of food until afternoon today. but it will probably be between 1 and 2 that I have it. So it's all good, and I love it. Um, the other thing that came to mind was um, it's a blank. But I had a second thing I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, I know. Somebody said to me that they're a clean intermittent faster and they have the OMAD, but they still want to lose weight and they're not losing weight. What should she do? And all I could answer for her was just be careful of cutting your portions because your body might say, I'm starving. And you get the exact opposite results because your body holds on to those calories. Um, and I told her that maybe her body has decided that this is the ideal place that she's supposed to be body wise and to make peace with that. I didn't know what else to say. If somebody has a different suggestion, please leave it below because she might read the comments and say, "Oh, I can try that." All I know is that when I totally became a clean faster with the just black coffee and the just plain waters, that my body did drop to this weight that I weighed in the third grade when I was 9 years old, because I began to gain weight in the third grade when I began my period, and must have been the hormones. And I know I was eating tons of crap round the clock, because then I just began to gain, and I didn't take any of it off to this level until probably in the last year to 18 months. So I'm delighted with it. I have my skinny jeans that continue to prove that where I'm at is what's working, and I don't question it anymore. I'm just very very happy to be where I'm at. But I know that it's those two things. I don't have a raspberry lime Poland Springs because somebody offers it to me someplace. I would have a San Pellegrino, which is my plain sparkling water, which to me is like a patty. It's like a patty in my mouth. I love the bubbles. Or I would have the just black coffee. And at work, they have a little coffee bar at work, in the break room. And so, along with everything that's left over from the bakery from the day before, thank you very much. But it's just got that poison symbol, the skull with the X on it. I don't even see those things anymore. And somebody was questioning me about one of the things there. And it's like, honestly, yes, it was my favorite, but I'm not willing to have it today. If I had to, I would bring it home and have it in my OMAD. But it's not pulling at me. That's not what pulls at me anymore. I really, I know this is weird. I get excited about things like asparagus or broccoli with some butter on it, or eggs. I had some eggs that were gently scrambled in butter yesterday. They were so, no, actually, it was ghee. They were so good. I don't think I've had an egg like that in a long time. And I usually like my eggs, but there was just something about this one. When I make an omelet, I put in good culture 6% cottage cheese. It comes in the light green top. I get it at Whole Foods. I like that. I have that. Or I have zero fat um, Greek yogurts as well. It's just funny how I can have the zero fat Greek yogurts, but when it comes to cottage cheese, I want the highest fat available. But neither one of those things were my issue in my plumper days, for sure. The sugar bug seems to have taken care of itself now when I have a piece of fruit, and I'm not afraid of fruit like I was before. So I will have some berries today with some of the cottage cheese on it, some slivered almonds, and maybe it's a tablespoon of some organic raisins. It all works for me. I love it. And it quells that junk food addict inside of me. Don't know why, it just works. And so I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to continue to have a little thing like that and call it a dessert. It works for me. Sometimes I go way out, don't you know, and have a little smattering of granola on top of that. But for the most part, I don't have the granola. It's just those other basic things. And it works for me. It's just a nice blend. I feel totally grateful every single day when I plan what it is that I'm going to have, and it all continues to work. And I'm not, you know, overeating. I'm not binging. I'm not sneaking. I'm not gaming my system. I just feel total gratitude with my clean intermittent fasting and my OMAD. And I've done it so much that this is what my body just knows and does. I don't have to question it. I'm not jonesing halfway through my fasting period before I get to my OMAD. My body knows. And when I do sit down to chow on my OMAD between like 1 and 2 in the afternoon, I'm hungry. I admit it. I work my whole day of shopping or cashiering, um, fasted. And so, I've been active for somebody my age. I'm 72. I like to be busy. I keep it going, and then I enjoy my OMAD. And then I'm done. And I'll do my flossing and my brushing, and it's like, you're done for the day, girly. And I'm happy. And, then I go into my asleep on the couch thing. It's a little routine. Maybe when you get to be my age, you'll understand. Anyway, this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Clean Intermittent Fasting and OMAD. And please, please tell me what you do below that works for you, because who knows, it could be just what somebody needs to hear to tweak what it is that they do. I know I'm not going anywhere anytime soon from this program of clean intermittent fasting and OMAD. It just continues to work for me. I've never been at a place in any of my food journeys um, where I've been as satiated and undeprived. It just continues to work. Thank you so much for listening. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. I will see you here the next time. Bye bye for now.